10 events that changed the world forever. History isn't just a list of dates. It's the story of us, of dreams and disasters, of people who dared to change everything. Come with me. Let's travel through 10 moments that changed the world forever. The fall of Rome. Go ahead and visual the Rome crumbling, fires, dark forests closing in. Imagine a mighty empire stretching across continents, feared and revered. Then silence. In 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire fell. Roads decayed, cities emptied. For centuries, darkness loomed, but the spirit of Rome would echo on, whispering ideas of law, governance, and ambition to a sleeping Europe. The birth of Islam. Go ahead and visual the desert winds, pilgrims gathering, early cities glowing at night. In the deserts of Arabia, a merchant named Muhammad heard a call. From his words, a faith was born, one that would unite tribes, build empires, and spark a golden age of learning. Mathematics, medicine, astronomy, Islam's gifts would spread across the world, shaping civilization itself. The discovery of America. Crashing waves, ships on the horizon, indigenous peoples watching. In 1492, 3 small ships sailed into the unknown. Columbus believed he'd found a new route to Asia, but instead he found a whole new world. What followed was a collision of peoples, tragic and transformative, forever binding the fates of Europe, Africa, and the Americas. The printing press. Go ahead and visual the ink staining pages, hands flipping through ancient books. In a small workshop in Germany, Johannes Gutenberg pulled a lever and unleashed an idea that could not be contained. The printing press gave voice to the voiceless. Knowledge spread like wildfire. Old powers trembled. The world would never think the same way again. The American Revolution. Lanterns swinging, soldiers marching at dawn. In 1775, farmers and shopkeepers stood up to the might of an empire. The American Revolution wasn't just about taxes, it was about an idea that all men could be free, that governments should serve the people, that ordinary voices could shape the destiny of nations. The French Revolution. Crowds storming castles, red flags in the air. A few years later, across the ocean, another cry rang out louder, bloodier. The French Revolution tore down kings and nobles, lit the fires of nationalism, and demanded that liberty and equality belong to everyone, not just the privileged few. The Industrial Revolution. Smokestacks rising, children running through factory, towns steam, steel, speed. The Industrial Revolution changed everything: how we work, where we live, even what we dream about. It brought wealth and innovation, but also sweatshops, smog, and endless hunger for more. World War I. Muddy trenches, broken faces, endless battlefields. In 1914, the world sleepwalked into a nightmare machine. Guns, gas, no man's land. World War I shattered old empires and illusions. It taught us that progress could be deadly, and that peace, once lost, is hard to find again. World War II. Bombed cities, concentration camps, victory parades. Barely a generation later, the world burned again. World War II was a battle of ideologies, of survival. It ended in mushroom clouds and the vow, never again. It gave birth to the United Nations, the Cold War, and a new, fragile hope for humanity. The moon landing. Astronauts floating, Earthrise from the moon, and then, after so much destruction, humanity looked up. In 1969, Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon not as a conqueror, but as a messenger. We were small, fragile, together. For the first time, we saw our planet whole a blue oasis in an endless dark, and we dared to believe maybe our best moments are still ahead. Fade to Earth from space. In 10 moments, endless ripples. History isn't over. It's being written right now. What will you do to change the world forever? Subscribe for more stories that shaped humanity at History Year Month.